What's up, everybody? It is Broken Havoc here from the Broken Havoc podcast with my AEW Double or Nothing 2021 predictions video. So, as you guys all know, AEW returns to pay-per-view this Sunday in Jacksonville, Florida, with a full capacity crowd at Daly's Place. I'm excited. I know you are. We finally got fans back for an AEW show. And then, after this show, WWE and AEW are going to be back on the road, so that's going to be awesome. Ever since this pandemic started, AEW, one of the things that AEW lost was their crowd. And that was really a really important aspect when it came to the AEW product, was the audience. And I'm really happy to see that we got full capacity fans back in attendance at Daly's Place for Double or Nothing this Sunday. Let's get started with our predictions. Now, the first match we got is the buy-in, Serena Deeb defending the NWA Women's World Championship against Riho. Now, this match was announced yesterday. I do believe that Serena Deeb will retain the NWA Women's World title, mainly because I don't see her dropping the belt to Riho. Riho is great, but in my opinion, ever since, Serena Deeb is a tremendous wrestler. I really love what she's doing, and she had a really good match with Red Velvet last week on Dynamite, and I do believe she's going to have a really good match with Riho at Double or Nothing. But my predictions for this match, for the buy-in, Serena Deeb is retaining the NWA Women's Championship. Now, we're going on to the main card, Sting and Darby Allin versus Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. Now, what are my thoughts on this feud going on? Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky, last week they did cut a promo, which Ethan Page did cut a really good promo. Scorpio Sky, I'm still trying to get used to, and same thing with Ethan Page. I think Ethan Page has potential, but ever since he debuted at Revolution, I really wasn't invested in what he was doing. I feel like AEW hasn't been putting a lot of emphasis on Ethan Page. He was in a tag team with Josh Alexander in the North. But one thing I will say about Sting and Darby Allin is that Sting and Darby Allin, I really love the duo between Sting and Darby Allin. I think they're an awesome duo. I'm a big fan of Sting. I got a whole drawing of Sting right there in the background. But, Darby Allin is also great at what he does. As you guys know, Darby Allin did lose the TNT Championship to Miro. Honestly, I do not know what's going to be happening in this match. This is actually Sting's first match, official match, because the match that they had was a cinematic match at Revolution a couple months ago. But this is Sting's official first match in a live crowd on a live pay-per-view. Ever since Night of Champions 2015, where he had that match against Seth Rollins, where Seth Rollins buckle-bombed him and sidelined Sting for a couple years. So it's really great to see Sting back in the ring in front of a live audience. It's going to be awesome to see. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen. But my predictions for this match is Sting and Darby Allin are going to be winning this match. Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page, I honestly do not know what's going to be happening with them. But hey, Sting and Darby Allin are going to be winning this match. Next up, we got the Casino Battle Royal. As you guys know, the Casino Battle Royal is a tradition for AEW when it comes to their pay-per-views. It should be, in my opinion, it should be exclusive to Double or Nothing. They do it at All Out as well, which I do not know why, because if they call it a Casino Battle Royal, it's a Vegas reference, so it should be for Double or Nothing, not All Out. But hey, we got it at Double or Nothing. This match is going to be featuring Powerhouse Hobbs, Matt Hardy, and Christian Cage, and many others. I believe Matt Sydal is also going to be in the match. Honestly, there's a lot of things that can happen in this match. I do believe that Christian Cage will eventually win the Casino Battle Royal, mainly because of the way that they were booking Christian Cage. And I do believe we will get a match between Kenny Omega and Christian Cage in the future. Now, I don't think that they're going to put the title on Christian Cage. That'd be a stupid decision by AEW, in my opinion, mainly because it goes against AEW's formula of building young guys up. And if they ever put the title on Christian Cage, who's in his 40s, I think it will go against everything that AEW stands for. But I do believe that he will have a great match with Kenny Omega down the road. So Christian Cage will eventually be facing Kenny Omega. When, I do not know, but we'll have to see. Who knows what's going to happen in this match. So yeah, that's the Casino Battle Royal. Next match, we got the Stadium Stampede match, the Pinnacle versus the Inner Circle. If the Inner Circle loses, they must split up forever. Now, this match is one of the matches I'm actually really looking forward to. Last year when it came to Stadium Stampede, AEW had to do something different, and I really loved last year's Stadium Stampede between the Elite and the Inner Circle. Now, originally we were supposed to have Blood and Guts with the Elite and the Inner Circle, but that got pushed back mainly because of what happened when it came to COVID, and we're still in the COVID era. So, yeah. But we did get the Stadium Stampede between the Elite and Inner Circle last year, which was a really good match, and there was a lot of comedy involved, funny comedy, and I really liked it. But I do think that this Stadium Stampede will be different from last year's Stadium Stampede. Number one, mainly because there's fans in the audience. And number two, I do believe that this is going to go more of a serious approach when it comes to the Stadium Stampede match, mainly because of the stakes that are involved. Because if the Inner Circle loses, they're done. They split up. So I feel like this match is going to be very different than the Stadium Stampede we got last year. And I do think there will be more of a serious approach. Now, these are one of the matches that I'm kind of like, I do not know who's going to win. I do believe the Pinnacle will eventually win, mainly because, I mean, the Inner Circle, I mean, I think Jericho is going to be doing a couple things with Fozzy, so he's going to be taking a break from AEW. I do not know, but I do think the Inner Circle will eventually split up. I mean, Santana and Ortiz, I do believe they will eventually win the tag team titles in the future because those guys deserve it. I mean, Santana and Ortiz are phenomenal at what they do. Sammy Guevara, I do think he will be going to the TNT title picture and eventually face Miro for the TNT title down the road as well. Jake Hager, maybe he may feud with guys like, I don't know, Brian Cage and maybe win the FTW championship if that's actually an official title, which I believe it is right now. But I don't know, honestly. I do believe the Pinnacle will win this match and they will be honestly get pushed down the road after the whole Omega and belt collector thing with Omega is over with. I do believe that the Pinnacle will be the top faction in AEW after Omega's run. And because I do believe that eventually Hangman Adam Page will beat Kenny Omega for the AEW World title and MJF will beat Hangman Page after that for the AEW World title. And then you're going to have, MJF having the AEW World title, FTR winning the tag titles, Wardlow winning the FTW title, and Shawn Spears winning the TNT title. So I feel like they're going to go that route when it comes to the Pinnacle, and I do believe that the Pinnacle is going to be winning Stadium Stampede. But, of course, if the Pinnacle win, Inner Circle splits up. But, I mean, once the Inner Circle splits up, I do believe that Sammy Guevara, Jake Hager, and Santana and Ortiz are going to be continuing to do great things in AEW, and I do believe they will eventually win titles down the road. So that was the Stadium Stampede. Next match, we got Hangman Adam Page versus Brian Cage in a rematch from Dynamite that happened a couple weeks ago, in which Brian Cage beat Hangman Adam Page and dropped Hangman Page from the number 1 spot to, I believe, the number 5 spot in the rankings. So, so this match, honestly, this match was made to get Hangman's win back. I do believe Hangman Page will eventually win this match. Brian Cage, I don't know. I do not know what they're going to be doing with him. I honestly do not know what they're going to be doing with Team Taz as a whole. But Hangman Page, I do believe, is going to be winning this match. He's going to be getting his win back and they're going to be moving him up the rankings in the AEW World title picture. And not only that, as I stated earlier, he's going to be beating. I do believe he's going to be beating Kenny Omega for the AEW World title. But honestly, we do not know what's going to happen when it comes to Kenny Omega. But I will save the discussion with Kenny Omega later in this predictions video. So in this match, Hangman Page versus Brian Cage, Adam Page will beat Brian Cage in this match. Next match, we got Anthony Ogogo versus the American Dream, Cody Rhodes. Now, this match, they've been building up Anthony Ogogo a lot, especially with his basically his right hand finisher, that devastating punch, quote unquote. Cody Rhodes, a lot of people were kind of iffy about the promo that Cody Rhodes cut because a lot of people are saying, oh, he's putting himself over and he's basically becoming the AEW version of Triple H, which I do not think that's the case. I honestly believe that Cody Rhodes is putting himself over for a reason, mainly because fans like Cody Rhodes. Not only that, Cody Rhodes is over when it came to, like, I don't know, Triple H booking himself to, like, you know, win the world title and stuff, fans hated Triple H. And this was during the Reign of Terror, which a lot of people stated it was terrible. I mean, I do believe it was terrible, too, because he buried a lot of guys. He buried guys like RVD, Kane. Hell, he buried Randy Orton for a couple months. But I do believe, honestly, when it comes to Anthony Gogo versus Cody Rhodes, I do believe eventually Anthony Gogo is going to be showing us stuff in this match that we haven't seen before. And I do believe he will probably beat Cody Rhodes. I do not know. Honestly, this is a 50-50 thing with... this match is one of the things where I do believe it's a 50-50 chance of either Anthony Ogogo is probably going to win or Cody Rhodes is probably going to win. I mean, Cody Rhodes did state he's going to be coming back as the American Dream, paying homage to, of course, his father, the late Dusty Rhodes. But honestly, my bet, I honestly think Cody Rhodes is going to win. But if they're going to be building up Anthony Ogogo to be this quote-unquote devastating force in AEW, Anthony Ogogo is probably going to win. So 50-50. Final result, I'll state Anthony Ogogo will beat Cody Rhodes. Maybe I'm getting far-fetched, but hey, these are one of those matches where I really don't know what's going to be happening. Now, the next match, one match I'm really looking forward to, the Young Bucks defending the AEW World Tag Team Championships against Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston are phenomenal. They both of them create entertaining television. They are awesome. You know, them destroying the Elite trailer and then destroying the locker room of the Young Bucks and the Elite was awesome. It honestly had WCW vibes when it came to those particular segments, mainly because of the camera work involved. I mean, that has a lot of WCW vibes on it, and it felt like you were watching Nitro. Now, granted, I'm only 19 years old, but I did watch a lot of old Nitros on YouTube and on the network. So, I mean, if you look at the camera work when it came to Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston destroying a lot of the Young Bucks' shit, like, the camera work really felt like WCW, but that's besides the point. I really enjoy what Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston are doing. The Young Bucks, of course, are heels now, and they are partnered with Don Callis and Kenny Omega, and also the Good Brothers. But what about my predictions with this particular match? I honestly believe Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston will win the AEW World Tag Team titles. I honestly believe that, mainly because of the work that Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston are doing. These guys are awesome. Eddie Kingston is phenomenal on the microphone. He's one of the best things about AEW nowadays. I don't want to say nowadays, it kind of sounds like AEW is terrible, but it's really not. But he's one of the best things on AEW right now. And Eddie Kingston is phenomenal at what he does. Jon Moxley's also awesome at what he does, too. I mean, I don't believe that he's going to be part of the world title picture anytime soon, because that honor's going to be going to Hangman Page later on this year. And, of course, Kenny Omega is doing his whole belt collector crap. So, you know, Kenny Omega is going to be doing a lot of stuff. I do believe he's going to be wrestling Andrade at Triple Mania this year, which I'm really excited about, because Andrade versus Kenny Omega, I do believe that will be a phenomenal match. But Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston will win the AEW World Tag Team titles from the Young Bucks, and I do believe it's going to be one of the best matches of the night. TNT Championship, Miro versus Lance Archer. Honestly, I do believe this is going to be one of the most predictable matches in the show. Miro just won the TNT Championship from Darby Allin 2 weeks ago on Dynamite. I do not believe that Lance Archer will win the TNT. He will win the TNT Championship down the road, maybe, I don't know, in a couple months, but who knows? I mean, Miro just won the title, and I don't see AEW taking the TNT title away from Miro at this point. I do believe they're going to be booking Miro as a strong man, as a quote-unquote dominant champion in AEW, kind of like what WWE did with him when he was back in like 2014 when he held the U.S. title before John Cena eventually beat him for the U.S. title. I do believe they're going to be going that route with Miro to the point where it elevates Miro, probably to the main event. Who knows? But I do believe Miro will retain the TNT Championship. Another match I'm looking forward to. Hikaru Shida defending the AEW Women's World title against Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Come on. We all know who's going to win this match. And this match, I am 100% sure Britt Baker will win the AEW Women's title. Britt Baker is phenomenal at what she does now. I really love her heel. I remember when they first turned Britt Baker heel last year. I was kind of iffy about it. I was like, I think she was much better off as a babyface. But now, I'm like, dude, Britt Baker is phenomenal as a heel, and they should not turn her babyface. She's really good at what she does. And ever since her unsanctioned match with Thunder Rosa on Dynamite, I mean, granted, she did lose that match, but it was unofficial. So, I mean, she was great. I really enjoyed Britt Baker, her work in the ring. She's really good in the ring. Not only that, I honestly believe that Britt Baker is gonna be a future star. And Hikaru Shida, she's been a great champion, and I really enjoy Hikaru Shida. She's been a champion for over a year now, so I do see Hikaru Shida dropping the belt to Britt Baker. Dr. Britt Baker will win the AEW Women's World Championship at Double or Nothing this Sunday. I'm counting on it. This match is going to be awesome. I'm really going to be enjoying this. Now, the main event. The match that a lot of people are excited about. A triple threat. Kenny Omega, the AEW World Champion, versus Pac versus Orange Cassidy. Now, this is the first time the AEW World Championship will be defended in a triple threat match in AEW history, because the AEW World title has been defended only in one-on-one matches, and also one time in a barbed wire death match, which ended in a fiasco, which everybody knows about. But this is going to be the first time that a triple threat match is going to be happening in AEW for the AEW World title. This match is going to be really awesome. Orange Cat. Now, I do believe the person that's not going to be winning this match is going to be Orange Cassidy. I don't see Orange Cassidy winning the AEW World title. I really enjoy Orange Cassidy's work. Orange Cassidy is awesome at what he does, but I don't see him winning the world title. Pat can be more. I do believe. Pat can win this match, but what they're doing with Kenny Omega now, I don't see him losing. I mean, this match is going to be amazing anyway. This match is going to be awesome. This is probably going to be one of the best matches of the night. But Kenny Omega, I mean, come on now. This guy, I mean, I don't think we haven't gotten a glimpse of what actually is going to be in store when it comes to Kenny Omega this year. I think there's going to be bigger things when it comes to Kenny Omega this year when he is the current champion, because as you guys know, he's the current AEW champion, the AAA Mega champion, also the Impact and TNA World Champion. So he is, of course, the belt collector. And we haven't seen a glimpse of on who he's going to face. A lot of people are saying he's probably going to he's going to wrestle Okada, or he's going to be wrestling, guys like Ibushi. Will Ospreay is no longer the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, so we don't know what's going to be happening, but I mean, the forbidden door is open, so anything can possibly happen, and we do know he has that match against Andrade at Triple Mania, so that's going to be a great match to see, and one that I will be watching, because I really like Andrade. He's awesome at what he does, and I do believe Kenny Omega will bring out the best in Andrade, and Andrade vice versa. He will bring out the best in Kenny Omega, because Kenny Omega is the best bout machine. So, who do I think will win in this match? Come on, easy answer. Kenny Omega will retain the AEW World Championship at Double or Nothing this Sunday. So, yeah, this was my Double or Nothing 2021 predictions. I'm really excited on what's going to happen in this show. I do believe that this show is going to be one of the best pay-per-views AEW is going to deliver, and I do believe this is a very important pay-per-view for AEW to deliver, mainly because it's really important for AEW to really knock it out of the park and kind of just shut up all the haters, mainly because of, what happened at Revolution and at Blood and Guts. I mean, usually when it comes to AEW, once they do a big moment, they tend to botch it at the end. We've seen that at Revolution with the barbed wire death match and the explosion, which was a botch. And we kind of have seen that with Blood and Guts when it came to Jericho's fall. But at the same time, it was not really the fault. It was just the camera work. So they got to focus on that stuff. But I do believe that AEW will deliver 110% on this show, and I do believe this is going to be one of the best shows of 2021. So yeah, and also, we got a full capacity crowd for AEW, so that's going to be epic. I mean, I cannot wait to see the reaction for the crowds. The crowd is going to be awesome at this show. But yeah, this was my AEW Double or Nothing 2021 predictions video. Please like, subscribe, comment, push that bell for notifications. And this is Broken Havoc, signing out.